Welcome back to Fired Up Garage. Today we're making a new floor for the Bronco. Normally we just buy a floor and throw it in here, but where we're at right now, they're out of stock, and it would be about 500 bucks to get one shipped in from the West Coast. So we're gonna make one. Old Chevy truck bed. Got it for 50 bucks. Got lots of good sheet metal on it. Lots of great shapes. So what do you do with an old Chevy truck when you don't want an old Chevy truck? Cut it apart. Make a floor for the Bronco. So that's what we're doing today. It actually works out really nice. I think it's going to fit in here real good. So we're cutting it apart. I'm going to throw it in here and see what it looks like.
You can see all the sheet metal we got on this $50 bed. We're going to turn this into the floors and a whole bunch of other stuff on the Bronco. Taking out all these spot welds on the pickup bed I'm taking apart here to make a new floor for the Bronco. So first step is just to go ahead and take a small drill bit, run a little pilot hole in the middle of all these spot welds, and then we'll go back with the spot weld cutter and cut them off. You can see where they are pretty easily. See, they leave the circles there, so we're just going through putting a pilot hole in the middle of them. We'll go back through with the spot weld cutter and basically cut around the outside of that so you don't end up with a giant hole in the piece you're trying to save in the back there, which is the floor that we're going to throw in the Bronco. And then we've got our spot weld cutter here. This is just a cheap set off of Amazon. And so we've got our pilot holes drilled, and we're just going to set the guide into the pilot hole and then go ahead and drill. We're trying to just drill through the top layer of metal here so that we don't put the big hole in the piece we're trying to keep. So you just place the pilot in there, and then we run it in. Cut through that outer layer. You just got to kind of gauge it. You can, a lot of times you can feel between the two pieces where the bit makes the step, so that's where we know to stop. Then we'll go back through and pry all these apart and be able to keep that inner floor there. And here we've got them all drilled out, ready to pry it apart and take this bed apart. So there you go. We had to make a few cuts into the side here and then peeled the pieces apart. And we've got a bed floor nice and ready to go there. We're going to take some of the braces off, leave some of those braces in place. Here's what the bed floor looks like, and bed sides as well. So lots of good sheet metal, 50 bucks, and working out good. So we'll give you another example real quick of how this works. This is actually in the bed of the Bronco, and I'm going to drill a little pilot hole, use the spot weld cutter, and then peel the floor out of the Bronco. So let's take a look at this.